Hello everyone and welcome back to our Pitch 2 live stream. This is Sil Clay Dockery, your play-by-play commentator, and I am now joined by my good friend
Justin Bogart. I'm here to do some color commentary.
Alright, so we have a great matchup for you here between USQ number 12, Boston Pandas, and number 19, Gulf Coast Gumbeaux. The Pandas and Gumbeaux have both already played their first pool games today, with Pandas taking a win to go 1-0 on the day over the Silicon Valley Vipers, 215-70, and Gulf Coast Gumbeaux taking the loss to the number one pot team in this pool, Texas Cavalry, who is probably still the number one overall seed in the club division here at US Quidditch Cup 2022, 220-40. What do you see out of this game, Justin?
I think, Boston has a lot of veteran players here, so it's going to be a tough matchup for Gulf Coast Gumbeaux. They've had, with Cavalry the first game, very difficult matchup. I think they're also going to have a difficult matchup here against the veteran players of Boston, but we'll see what they can do. Seems like starting line is at the keeper zone lines for both teams.
And I'm trying to grab numbers as we can. The Gulf Coast Gumbeaux team has elected to have bludgers, and they have them at their hoops now. Boston Pandas with Quaffle and the other bludger. And this is Tyler Beckman, number 2, the chaser with the Quaffle, takes a hard pass back to Harry Greenhouse behind the hoops, back to Beckman in front of the hoops, takes a shot that is missed a little bit wide. Ian Skura is in at keeper, and that no one is able to clear that one up. So Gulf Coast Gumbeaux is able to come away with the Quaffle. But Pandas did do what they were trying to do there, which was get bludger control.
Yeah. See that. Yeah, I think that was good for Gulf Coast Gumbeaux to get a stop there, compose themselves, and let's see what they can do. That is a misbeat.
Number 38
offense.
Takes a nice pass over the top towards number 2, who is scrummed behind the hoops. Harry Greenhouse kind of driving number 2 into the pitch. But Gulf Coast comes away with it, number 24, but is beat immediately. Ian Skura of Middlebury fame.
Yes. I played with his brother back in the day at Middlebury.
Has led the Middlebury team back to the World Cup the Nationals the last time there was one, has now graduated and moved on to club division, but Middlebury remains with us, which is great to see.
Yep.
5-time champion Middlebury. Harry Greenhouse with the nice shot off the pass from Skura through the short hoop, and that is Pandas up 1-0.
Yeah, that was good passing, back and forth behind the hoops, back in front of the hoops, getting the defense kind of not set up and an easy shot on the small hoop there.
Big keeper for Gulf Coast Gumbeaux, number 24, looking to make a drive.
Wrapped up and passed straight to the Middlebury keeper, or Boston keeper, Ian Skura. Sorry.
Middlebury keeper goes over the top for the
Once you're a
slam
middle
dunk.
you're always a middle
Slam dunk from Greenhouse off the beautiful alley-oop from Ian Skura. 20-0. Pandas up on the Skura to Greenhouse connection both times. Gumbeaux looking to slow things down, keep things a little more steady. I'm going to ask this person if they could move.
Yep.
You just chat.
Yep, so we'll see. Aggressive play by the Gulf Coast Gumbeaux beater. Pass behind the hoops. Let's see, pass back in front, and it's stolen by Harry Greenhouse, who's making a fast break down the pitch, and easy dunk on the small hoop for Harry Greenhouse on the Boston Pandas, making it 30-0 Boston.
Pandas up 30-0. Sarah Kneeling now in at beater for Gulf Coast Gumbeaux. Unfortunately, one of the few players I actually know for sure, I know the name of. We did not get a roster with numbers and names for Gumbeaux. So we were just using their numbers because they don't have names on their jerseys, so I can't combine it to the roster.
Yeah, in the last place, Sarah Kneeling made an aggressive beat.
Nice. Based off of the beat from Kneeling,
Yep.
Gulf Coast Gumbeaux is able to get on the board for the first time with a nice give and go into the short hoop.
And they were able to get control off that possession as well. So we'll see what Gulf Coast Gumbeaux can do on this defensive possession with control.
And it is
like
Max Havlin and Lulu Zhu just got control for Pandas immediately. And another goal for Pandas.
I think, yeah.
40-10.
Without that control, Ian Skura was just able to drive to the hoops and score there. So
it was Skura unassisted that time, right?
I think so. Just drove to the hoop and put it through.
All right. Kneeling trying to make something happen in the beater game, marking Havlin, trying to knock him out, make him concentrate on her. And he does, but she's beat out. Number 24 passes behind the hoops. It's a little high. Number 10 is able to catch it, or number 20 is able to catch it. Skura wraps, and number 20 is beat. Lulu classically covers every chaser from Gumbeaux.
Boston Pandas definitely have some veteran beaters. I was excited for this matchup between the Boston Panda beaters and Sarah Kneeling. I think that's going to be a lot of experience there. See how they can match up.
Yeah, Gumbeaux does have a couple other really good old school beaters. Miles Sanders. Nice beat right there from number 5 from Gumbeaux on Havlin, and is not quite able to clean it up. But Kneeling gets it cleaned up.
A wrap on the keeper
and gets control for Gumbeaux. And number 2 trying to make a move. It's Jake Archibald now in for Pandas. And Archibald comes away with the quaffle. Archibald has come in for Skura.
Yeah, there's so many name recognition players on Boston from over the years. Jake Archibald being, Team USA keeper. Let's see what they can do. Pass
over the top, over to Teddy Costa, back to Archibald in the front, back to Dodson on the outside. How does Pandas have 37 quaffle players?
Seems that way.
Well, this is really nice, though. That was nice ball movement by Pandas. All 4 of the Pandas quaffle players touched the ball, and they retained it, even though they didn't get the goal.
And I believe Boston just got bludger control back. So we'll see what they can do now with this offensive setup.
Number 12 doing a lot of tagging up on the short hoop, which is not the way that's done anymore.
And there's a stoppage of play.
That is what this stoppage is about, because number 12, before finally going to the middle hoop, so for the longest time in Quidditch, all 3 hoops were eligible to be tagged back in. But in Major League Quidditch 2 years ago, and now this year for US Quidditch, it is only the middle hoop that you can tag back in on when you're out. Number 12 on Gumbeaux did tag on the short hoop 3 times before finally going to the big hoop.
So now Boston gets the quaffle back right near the small hoop. Should score here once
that's going to be
starts.
Straight through from Dodson.
All right, and there we go.
And it is 50-10.
All the bludgers are on the ground. Oh, no. Gulf Coast picked up 2 of the bludgers.
Gulf Coast still doing a good job with Kneeling out there, keeping at least in the game on the bludger side, despite Havlin and Zhu's clear advantage. And number 14 falls off the brim, unable to catch that high pass. Archibald Costa. Costa looking for an opening, going all the way around the hoops to the outside. Makes a break towards and it is slammed through.
That was a great driving dish there by the Boston Pandas. Teddy Costa finding.
I keep calling Grace. I feel like that was beat before on Costa. Yes, Costa was beat before.
A lot of
Oh.
bludgers on the ground. Sarah
So
Newman
Morgan
picks it up.
Bertram was just absolutely rocked. That is Grace Dastu. I don't know what I was calling. I don't know what I was calling her before. Who's number 42 on the Pandas. I think it was my attempt to try to see the back of her jersey from here.
Yeah.
But
Well,
that is the kind of great Grace Dastu, who has been a mainstay of Boston area Quidditch for the last 3 years.
yeah, that was just great
3 years
positioning
before
there
COVID.
on the medium hoop for that assist by Costa in the previous play. Beautiful
And
Quidditch
that is
there.
a pass behind and knocked straight through by Morgan.
All right, and
Morgan Bertram with
looks
that
like
goal
we got
to make
Peter
it
sub for Gulf Coast Gumbeaux here. So
60-10, Pandas ahead. First, that Harry Greenhouse, Ian Scurrill line being dominant, and now Morgan Bertram, Grace Dastu, Jake Archibald line being
Yep.
dominant.
Teddy Costa has a
Teddy
fast
Costa,
break.
fast break
Pass.
on his own, over
Oh.
to Morgan Bertram.
Yep.
2 goals in a row by Morgan Bertram. $70-10. Nice catch by number 3
Wow. I was
on Gulf Coast Gumbeaux, who then knocks out number 38, the bludger. And it's knocked down. Oh, that is a dive onto the
Yeah.
quaffle.
on that previous play. I was just about to say that I think, with that, the Gulf Coast Gumbeaux beaters were going to have a hard time with Aaron McCready and I don't know who else. But then right when I was about to say that, the Gulf Coast Gumbeaux beater just made an amazing catch on the bludger. And
Number 21 called for a dive in front of Finn McGargan, number 4.
all right.
And they're able to clean it up.
All
Jake
right.
with a long pass
Whoops.
straight
Yeah.
to the Gumbeaux keeper. That is number 17 on Gumbeaux, who plucked that thing out of the air. A little errant on whatever it was that Archibald was trying to do there.
Yeah, I feel like maybe he was trying to pass it to, I think, Finn there, but
Aaron McCready knocks 2 Gumbeaux players out, one of the beaters and one of the chasers, and comes away with the bludger to lead this fast break attempt. Oh, but McGargan turns around and goes back. I thought he was going to follow McCready right into the hoop. Oh, that
good
little
mid-range
teardrop.
shot. Yeah.
Teardrop from McGargan goes
Yeah.
straight in. 80-10. Pandas up.
And the ref seems to have just gotten beat there, and there's a salvage of play.
McCready wants that ball back. It rolled pretty far away. McCready is not allowing for that.
Oh, timeout, it seems like.
Timeout by Gumbeaux.
Yeah.
So out there with McCready is Fiona Weishart at beater.
Okay.
Again, just top to bottom, this Pandas team is loaded with talent who've been national champions and MLQ champions in the past.
Definitely Boston puts forward a lot of strong Quidditch players over the years. So
Although the New Orleans area, New Orleans, Baton Rouge area,
Yep.
where Gulf Coast Gumbeaux it comes from, has also had quite a Quidditch history. The first Southwest team to ever go to a World Cup. And so many of their players returned this year. This is a resurrected Gumbeaux team.
yes.
They're a little short rostered, but they have a lot of talent, a lot of people who've played a lot. So if they can play smart and use some of their things to their advantage, they'll want to try to pick up a couple of wins in games against a really hard team.
Yep.
So they'll be more able to actually against the Silicon Valley Vipers for that last distance is below sea level. Probably won't be biggest changes now as you get up here. And they really have always put in a lot of their lives and have just done great with the support.
So it looks like we're almost done with the timeout here.
All right. So Weishart and McCready have bludger control for Pandas.
Trade. Nope. Go. Pandas still have control. Wrap on the
38
ball handler.
is taken down by McGargan.
That was pass to no one. And it looks like we're going to have a turnover here of the quaffle.
Jungkyu Nam has come in for the Pandas and
It's gonna
is
be a fast
driving.
break. Oh!
It's slammed.
That was a.
That was a nice defensive stop.
Yeah,
by
that stopped the
Gulf
momentum
Coast, 'cause
full.
I thought that Jungkyu was going to go all the way through
Yep.
everybody and just went backwards when he ran into that Gulf Coast Gumbeaux. Big keeper. And now that keeper, number 17, makes a
Bludgers are
move
on the
past
ground
and is able to turn and make a move, get the goal unassisted. Number 17 for Gulf Coast Gumbeaux makes this an 80-20 game.
I liked how
Skura back in.
Gumbeaux kind of followed the beaters there. Like the beaters made chaos, and the Gulf Coast Gumbeaux player was able to just drive and score there.
That was a little underhanded pass that I've seen Skura make before. It's like a shot pass, but there was nobody behind the hoops. I feel like later in some of the more aggressive games that Pandas are going to be involved in, they don't want Skura making shots like that.
Oh, that was a great catch by
Another
Gulf
Jungkyu.
Coast.
Nice pass off this
Gumbeaux.
time, but is
Beater.
unable to make it happen. Instead, Pandas coming back the other way again. And there is a stoppage of play.
Yeah, the beaters of Gulf Coast Gumbeaux keep making unbelievable plays with catching, and seems like they're opening up opportunities for the quaffle players. Just unfortunately hasn't been able to get through the hoop just yet. So
Yeah, well, there's been two of those that kind of rolled off the edge.
yeah. Oh, looks like there was a bludger turnover there.
Yeah, Bludger turnover. And now the drive continues. McGargan passes.
Oh,
that
nice.
one is blocked. Number 17 is all over the field.
Yeah, that was good hands by the Gulf Coast Gumbeaux keeper to block that tall hoop there.
Greg Bento, the chaser, number 39, in for Pandas now, along with Mullins, number 19. That one is a shot.
Wow.
It goes in.
I wonder if that was designed to be a shot, or if it was.
Either way, it
Shot
still
pass.
counts.
Yep.
Yeah, that is Tessa Mullins, number 19, and beater for Pandas. Greg Bento back to Skura.
Boss is just moving the ball around the top of the
Emily
key here,
Frollo,
trying
number
to
10. Skura.
open up
Bento.
a lane to the hoops.
Back to Skura. Makes a move. Goes over the top and in. Another goal for Ian Skura. 90-30.
Yeah, it's Gulf Coast. The plunger for Gulf Coast is all the way behind the hoops. It's going to be hard to stop.
And we have
Drive
the
from
score
Boston.
tent on the other side blowing away. Hopefully we don't have that happen here.
Yep, the wind is definitely picking up.
Hopefully the team is safe over there. That ran right into the Pandas bench. And that shot, the hoop broke. It looks like it did not go in. The hoop broke.
We got a fast break now.
Skura breaks ahead over to Bento. Hoop falls down. Tries to make the shot on the medium-sized hoop, but it goes in. It is now 100-30. Pandas up. They were able to repair the hoop. They have not been able to repair the tent on the other side of the field. Up 100-40 now. Oh yeah, because that Gumbeaux teardrop shot.
I was waiting to see if it was the 100-40 or if it was the wind that blew the
Emily Frollo
scorecard. All right.
moving with the quaffle. Makes a nice pass that almost goes through on its own. Bento is able to clean it up on the other side. He's taken down
Broom
really
goes flying.
strong. Nice pass off over to Skura from Bento and in 110 to 40.
I feel like Boston has really picked up the pace in the past couple of possessions. Seem to be trying to get fast break after fast break. So.
When Gulf Coast got that nice shot to make it 90-40, it felt for a second there like Gumbeaux could get back in this game, and Pandas did not want to have any part of that. That is a nice beat right in front of the hoops. Nice pass off to number 24. Goes back.
Ooh.
And misses the point blank. No, it is good on the point blank shot. Okay.
I
was like, how did that
I was
not
gonna
go
say
in?
it seemed like it went straight through. There was a scrum for the bludgers there in front of the tall hoop that kind of led to the nice alley-oop dunk by Gulf Coast that I believe went through. Confirmed.
Sarah Nealing having to leave room for the Holy Spirit between herself and the bludger. Hits Tessa Mullins.
Oh!
And that is taken away in the middle of the field.
Skura's momentum just got stopped.
Yes.
By that keeper right
24
there.
is very large and very strong.
Yep.
All right,
here we go.
Nealing cleaning up under the hoops. That attempt at a shot over the top goes out of bounds, and it is back to Pandas. It is 110-50.
Yeah, I think that was an alley-oop pass, but I sailed a little too high for.
Yeah, it was uncatchable.
Yep.
Skura gets by the defender, who loses her broom again and then hits another shot. 120-50. Number 16 is having lots of broom issues out there and goes out.
It was a good thought to try and, press the point player, but if you lose your broom, it's going to make that defensive stop difficult.
Number 26, Vincenzo Cisco. Vincenzo Chico is in at meter 4. Pandas. Harry Greenhouse back in and just rolls the quaffle on the ground, but it comes back.
No, I think that was like the Gulf Coast Gumbeaux player. I thought tried from behind to steal the.
Jake Archibald passes back to Greenhouse in the middle. Tries to take the shot and it's knocked down. Greenhouse is beat, but everybody else is still in the game. Jake goes around the defender.
That one
makes a little shot to the left.
Straight through.
That definitely went through.
The ball doesn't lie, I guess. It got through on the second attempt. It went through twice, it seemed like, on that last possession.
They're only going to get credit for one, but they got two. They got two on the board anyway. 130-50. Panda's still in the lead. It is now very dark again over to the outside the field, over to our west.
Yeah, that looks like some hail clouds coming our way.
All right, Gumbeaux needs to get a goal here and actually have a little bit more consistent play.
Instead, we got a fast break.
It's a fast break. Archibald ahead of the field. No Gumbeaux players within anywhere near his space. And it's 140-50.
We have a stoppage of play. Yeah, as a quaffle player, you love to get a fast break. As the team, on defense, it's a little,
Yeah, and you may have thought, did Jake Archibald lose a step in 3 years of not playing with, being one of the, like ourselves,
been around for a while.
Ambassadors of the sport, so to speak.
But-
Definitely on that play, Archibald had not lost a step.
But, with MLQ over the summer, a lot of the players were able to get that Quidditch playing again and build up the stamina that they may have lost during the pandemic. It's good to be back here watching live Quidditch.
This Pandas team only 7-6 on the year coming into the tournament here. I think a lot of that had to do with rosters and kind of playing pretty sporadically, but also down a couple times at a couple different places, and also playing a lot of really strong teams. So they still are number 12 in USQ rankings in the club division, and still have the ability to turn it on with all of these really strong, skilled players at all the positions. They could make a run. Gulf Coast Gumbeaux trying to keep this game from getting away from them. That pass is too high and is cleaned up by Archibald in the right corner.
No, it seems like there's no blunders for Gulf Coast Gumbeaux, so Boston looking to a fast break here.
Running down this side. Cannot have an open wing chaser in an offense with Jake Archibald as the keeper. He will hit that player every time.
Yeah, that was fast break. Gulf Coast Gumbeaux was slow to get back on defense. Wide open chaser there for the easy assist by Archibald.
William Andrews from University of Michigan playing the club division for the first time, now in a beater for the Boston Pandas. And that shot looked like it might fall in, but it's just too much, a little too high. Things are not breaking Gulf Coast way in this game.
It was a good look there. The beaters opened up an opportunity for an open shot there, but it just went a little too high on that tall hoop.
It is 150-50. Pandas still in complete control, in control of the bludgers, in control of the quaffle, pretty much doing whatever they want out here right now. Archibald is taken down. That was pretty physical. Still able to get the shot off while on the ground on his back.
Card here.
It's going to be a card on Gulf Coast Gumbeaux.
Illegal contact.
Yeah, on the keeper. Number 24 for that contact. Archibald's going to get the ball right in front of the hoops. For the second time in this game, it's going to be an immediate goal for...
Yeah, the quaffle's already through the hoop before the play started. He's going to pull it back through, I guess, because I don't know if it starts through, if that... I think it's got to pass the plane of the hoop to count to the goal. Yeah, also pull it back through.
The reverse dunk.
Yeah.
For 160 to 50. Number 38 makes a nice play. Gets around the entire team.
What?
Is it counted as
They
good?
call that no good.
It has to be good. This has to be
That
called
hand
good.
went straight through the hoop, so unless there was a beat there.
You know, there's some clouds over on that side. It may have clouded the vision of that goal referee. Although it's clear skies over to this side, which is really a problem. As I mentioned earlier, these blue hoops are not my favorites. I like orange. Orange is my color for a hoop, where it really stands out against either the sky or the mountain.
See what the call is.
The goal,
I think.
I think that goal is pretty good.
Maybe that's a timeout as well. Let's see if they.
Oh, I think
No.
explaining why the goal is not going to count. So we're not getting that explanation, but the referees agree that that was not a goal. Maybe the hoop, as it was falling,
That's what I was
out of the way of the ball. And that is the type of break that Gulf Coast has been having in this game. They've had probably 4 potential goals just barely not happen for them.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, maybe it was already falling and you can't score on it already.
No, you definitely can. If it's fallen, if it's all the way on the ground, you can. In that case, it definitely, if it was going in, it should have. But in any case,
Anyway.
they know what's happened,
Yep.
and everybody seems okay with the result, which is understandable. Danica Liu, really good referee, made a really good explanation there, and I think it was really key that Danica explained to Gulf Coast why it didn't get called. Because that's the thing that you want to make sure you're doing is communicating. It's like, here's what we saw. We can disagree on the facts of the matter, but this is why we're calling it. That's what you want.
That's definitely what you want, and now we just need to get the refs mic'd up so the commentators can also hear the explanation of the call. But it looks like it's. Wait.
All right, looks like we are about to have the snitch on the pitch. Oh, it did get called. It did get called.
Nice.
All right, so ignore everything that we said in the last 4 minutes. That was the 20-minute break, I'm assuming, and. All right, so we are at the 20-minute mark. It is 160 to 60.
So that means +7 there, so
230.
230.
That's going to be a tall ask for this Gumbeaux team to get to 230. And they do not send out a
Bento?
seeker.
Greg Bento?
It is Bento who pulled out the broom. Bento seeking for number 9 for Gulf Coast.
And it
seeking.
Looks like.
And that is
Morgan Berger with it.
Who cleans up the mess and dumps the ball in for 170. Did that not get counted? It looked like Morgan Berger picked up the ball and dumped it in, but I never heard a goal call.
Yeah, the score hasn't increased, so looks like
still 160 to 60.
Gulf Coast is getting some alone time with the snitch here.
A little pass up to the top. Lots of diving for the ball. It's probably a little dangerous out on the far side of the field. And the ball goes out of bounds off of Gulf Coast. It is Pandas' ball. Skura and Costa looking to make something happen.
I want Skura to hit a mid-range shot so I can.
John Sidney, one of our great snitches out here today.
2D. But it looks like the ball's on the ground. Maybe that was a reset, I think.
Yeah, reset for Boston. Costa makes a move, passes back out to Skura. He's looking for some help from Havlin, and it's a goal for Boston. This one counts. 170 to 60.
So the Gulf Coast Beaters were staying on the Quaffle game, it seems like, and Boston did have a lot of free time with the snitch in that previous possession, but wasn't able to come up with it.
Misbeat by kneeling there.
Oh.
That shot by Gulf Coast Gumbeaux is just barely deflected by Skura and then goes out of bounds. And Skura will get to keep that because he was a keeper trying to attempt to block a shot and did block a shot, knocking it out of bounds. Skura looking to make a move. Passes over to Costa. Teddy Costa drives through 4 Gumbeaux players, drives it home, 180 to 60. We're looking at 230, right?
Yeah, we're looking at 230 for the cap. It was 160 to 60, I believe, at the
Tyler Beckman, who's made some really great catches in his career. Kind of unexpectedly every time, but still some really good ones. Win a couple MLQ matches.
Wow, Teddy Costa just made a beautiful block.
And pick it up.
Again,
16
with the
loses the
broom.
broom again.
Yeah.
That's a lot of the broom work needs to be worked on from 16, I'm afraid.
Yeah, these PVC pipe brooms are a little slick, and
McCready back in at beater, looking to go head to head with Sarah Nealing. Pass to the back, over
beat.
to Finn McGargan. Passes back
Yes.
up to Skura.
trying to find a shot.
Trying to find a shot. It's too high.
Yeah.
I probably would have passed to Grace Dastu there.
Yeah.
Grace
Either a
Dastu was
pass or
making a cut toward the hoops. You hit her in stride, she knocks it in every time.
or like reset it, let your offense set up, and find a better opportunity.
Bento still trying to get Smutny.
It looks like
almost.
trades with beats all around. Oh,
Nice number 13.
Yep.
Number 13 is beat and gets away. McGrady beats the Gulf Coast Seeker almost imperceptibly. Looks like beat number 24 before the shot, but it is out of bounds anyway. Pandas ball. McGrady all over the field, making an impact. Team USA Canada player has seen a lot of injuries, as you can see, a pretty large wrap on her left knee, but is a really great impact player when she's able to be on the field.
let's see. It looks like
That is into the back corner of Finn McGargan, number 4. Pass. all the way across,
yes!
Hit and in.
Good hands by fellow Middlebury alum Mary Scott there.
All right.
I'm a little biased, but I love the Middlebury representation on this.
Middlebury alum Mary Scott, number 17, with the great goal off the pass from Finn McGargan. And that pass all the way through. Number 16 on Gulf Coast almost loses again.
Barrels through the hoop and the player.
through Skura and the hoop, knocks it in, knocks it home. Nice work to make it.
Skura's looking to take it up the other way and answer, and he does. So
It is 210 to 70. Smutney's still not really close to being caught out here. And only 2 goals now for Boston before they put this thing away. I think that's where they're focusing their energy now. Although Beckman is back in trying to make something happen. Number
Gulf
21
Coast
loses the broom.
Yeah, losing their broom.
That is a nice dodge. It's Ian Skura with the quaffle, looking to make, looks like, one more run before subbing out. And that's a big miss by number 5. That's tossed in.
Okay.
Just an easy give and go.
Again was that Ian Skura to Mary Scott?
Ian
That was
Skura to Mary
both
Scott, yep.
just full on Middlebury representation there with that play.
Tyler Beckman.
Oh, and it looks like
Tyler
that
Beckman got
may
it.
be it. We'll see what the call is. That will bring them over the point cap there, if this is called good. They only needed one more goal. They would have gotten 3.5 goals from that.
Yeah. If this is called good, and I don't see any reason for it not to be from what I saw, it was right in front of us here. It is good. It is good for 255 to 70 win for Boston Pandas. What do you see for Pandas now with 2 wins going into their game against Cavalry? How do you think they should play that?
Again, Cavalry reigning champs, I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's been a few years, but they're always
Smutney,
strong,
ever the showman, bows to the crowd.
So it's going to be a very tough matchup, but if their beaters can lock down bludger control the game,